Hello there. A few months ago I was at the Grand Designs show in London and I discovered the most amazing underfloor heating product since the Romans invented the hypercaust. This is the product. It's distributed in the UK by UK WarmFloor, and I should say now that I've got absolutely no connection with these guys except for the fact that I've bought a system to install in my new bathroom here. Having done a YouTube search for some installation videos, I found very little there, so I thought I'd knock this up for you. I'm not a builder, nor a plumber, nor an electrician, as you'll no doubt see, so what you see here is a genuine first-time DIY install. So this is the heart of the system, and it's seriously cool stuff. Actually, it's seriously warm stuff, especially when you pass a current through it. It's no ordinary plastic sheet. This is an intelligent polymer which heats up when you pass the current through it. The system runs on just 24 volts and it uses a transformer to step down from your main supply. The current excites the molecules in the polymer and it gets warm. The whole sheet gets warm, not just the rails that run along the outsides here. Unlike any other underfloor heating systems, there are no cold spots between the elements or the pipes or whatever. So it's a very even heat, which means you can run it a little cooler than you would on another system, but still get the same warmth in the room. Here's another clever bit. If it gets too warm, the resistance within the polymer changes and it doesn't draw any more current there. It's self-limiting, it's very safe, it's never going to overheat underneath a piece of furniture. It also means that if you've got daylight streaming in through the window onto one area of the floor, warming it up, then that area of the floor won't be drawing any current. Or if you've got a warm dog lying on your lino, that area of the polymer isn't going to be costing you money either. No other underfloor heating system can do that. It's totally brilliant. Anyway, let's get on with the installation.
The first thing to do is to prep the floor. On a wooden floor like this, make sure there are no lumps or bumps. It's important when using WarmFloor to avoid all metal objects, and that includes nail heads and central heating pipes. To increase the efficiency of the system, WarmFloor have supplied me with the specially developed Capron sheeting. This insulates and reflects the heat upwards into the room. They even supply the adhesive too, which is horribly sticky stuff. I should probably have worn gloves. There were no instructions with the adhesive, so I'm guessing this is what you're supposed to do. It seems pretty straightforward. If you're embedding the WarmFloor elements in concrete or under ceramic tiles perhaps, you wouldn't need the Capron boards. When you order the WarmFloor system, you need to supply a floor plan so that the experts back at WarmFloor HQ can do the voltage, current and load calculations for you and configure the most efficient setup for your needs. When they send you the kit, they include a layout and a wiring diagram so that it's easy for you to install it correctly. Thank goodness I wasn't having to do all the maths myself. Laying WarmFloor is simplicity itself. It's extremely thin at just 1.2 millimeters, so it doesn't add to the floor height in the same way that some other systems might. Simply roll out the desired length and cut with scissors. The elements need to be attached to the floor, and the way I'm doing this is with the double-sided tape which came supplied with the kit. The element's very robust stuff, and you can even staple straight through the polymer sheets onto the floor as long as you don't staple through the copper braid that runs along the edges of the element. It's important to keep the elements at least 2 centimeters apart and at least 3 centimeters away from anything metal like central heating pipes or radiators. Now simply peel off the strip to reveal the sticky side and carefully press down into position. Et voila! The next step is to connect up the transformer. The kit comes supplied with these natty little clips which perforate the plastic and make contact with the copper braid inside the sheet. Squeeze the sides as tightly as you can together using pliers or mole grips. Once each strip has its connectors fitted, you're ready for the cabling. Make sure that the adjacent edges of the elements are the same polarity. Now, it's unlikely that there would ever be a short circuit between the elements, but this approach makes the installation relatively bomb-proof. To attach the cables, you'll need a cable crimping tool. Once the cable's clamped in place, give it a jolly good tug to check that it's never in a million years going to come out. The elements are wired in parallel, by the way, and the combined length of the element in any one run shouldn't be more than 7 meters. The length on the left here is one single length of about 3 meters. The length on the right is in 3 sections wired together, and it's about 4.5 meters long total, so I'm okay. As I'm putting a vinyl floor on top of the elements, I want to make things as level as I can. This means channeling out the Capron sheets to accommodate the clips and the cables. Once everything's in place, simply hold the cables down with a suitable electrician's tape. There, nice and neat and tidy. Now we're ready to hook up the transformer. Fortunately, our cupboard is right next to the bathroom, so the cables have a very short run. If you need to site the transformer further away, then use a junction box and some 1.5mm cable to connect to the secondary terminals in the transformer. The final hookup and testing should be done by a qualified electrician, so I've brought my friend David in to check that I haven't made any fundamental errors. Finally, because I'm putting vinyl on top of the floor, WarmFloor have supplied me with this fibrous paper sheeting. Once that's down, on goes the vinyl and the job's done.
So there we have it. What an amazing product. It's versatile too. It works on DC current as well, so I guess it would be great if you're living off-grid and getting your power from a solar cell or a wind turbine. You can lay it under your garden path to keep the ice off. You could even put it on a window seat to keep your bum warm. There's really no end to the possibilities with this stuff. All this, and I haven't told you the best bit yet, it's really cheap to run. Electric systems have a bit of a reputation of being expensive, but not so with this one. WarmFloor works out considerably cheaper to run than both electric and water-based underfloor heating systems. Go to the WarmFloor website, you'll see all the specs and the figures there. Anyway, there you have it. It was really easy to install. I don't think I did anything too wrong. If I did, then someone will have left a comment below, so read those just in case I've done something really stupid. Now my only problem is stopping the people who visit the house here from spontaneously lying on the floor and trying to cuddle it, because it feels really, really nice in here now. Right, I'm going to have a bath, so if you don't mind,